Hello, let's go. Indie games on Nintendo. Even though we haven't had like an actual big Nintendo Direct, they're finding the time to talk about indie games, but that's okay because these are usually cool. Although I have probably never actually bought any games that were revealed on any of the, but I've been curious about many of them. Um, I know they. I mean, I was just looking back at it because I had to test my audio, and hopefully the audio will be good when this one starts, but I can change it easily. But I know they did one of these in December, and I don't think there was anything too significant during that. Maybe. Oh no, wasn't Ori and the Blind Forest announced during that one, or was that during a direct? But that was a big deal, I think. Right? Maybe. Um, and I know, they did that other one whenever that announced the Crypt of the Necrodancer Zelda crossover thing. So I'm definitely expecting them to prepare more stuff like that. So hopefully we'll get something cool like that during this. Or we'll get nothing. Or we'll get more of that bird skateboarding game that was announced during the other one. I mean, Untitled Goose Game's already out, so like, what do people have to care about anymore? I know I care a lot about Super Meat Boy Forever, but that hasn't. I think that got spotlighted on one of these like a really long time ago, and that's still like missing a release date, and they're working hard on it, and hopefully that'll actually come out at some point. And um, you know, I I would be very shocked if it got talked about here, but it probably won't. But other than that, I don't know. They usually use these to like announce totally new indie games that are going to be exclusive. So it's not like we can really predict anything. Although I predict Smash character reveal. No, I don't. But that's probably, that's what that's what everybody's. There's always those few people that go into these things expecting something like that, and then they don't get it because that's not what these are for. We pop in the biggest bottles when Fez 2 is announced. It, I mean, it could be, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if the creator that has been up to anything after totally canceling that. We'll see, I guess. I want Meat Boy, but that's just me. Or Cave Story remake. Is Cave Story on the Switch already? It probably is. I've also never played it. I know when I was looking back at their most recent one for audio testing, I remembered that there was like a Picross game that's also like a murder mystery game that has like the composer from Ace Attorney or something working on it, and that's something I'm interested in. That came out like within the past few weeks or something. I don't know if I'll end up actually getting it because it's just Picross probably, but that's something interesting that I took out of the last one. We got 2 minutes, and hopefully everything sounds and looks good and the stream doesn't fall apart because this is my first time using my PC to stream in like 2 months. Because the past few ones I've done have been on my laptop. So this one will be on PC, and every future one will likely be on my PC until I get sent back to school, if I do. Because, if you're watching this in the future, there's a pandemic going on right now. But let's not worry about that. That's why Nintendo is doing this stuff. We sit back and think about Nintendo and video games, not impending doom. I also forgot to get a water, so a little too late for that. 1 minute, 1 minute. I guess I could have put on music too. Instead of sitting in silence like this. Oops. It'll start. It'll start. And I'll do the thing where I act like I'm talking directly to the people who are talking in the video, right? Isn't that a funny joke to do? That was the longest minute of my life. It's always the longest minute of everybody's life. Here we go. Oh, M-rated games. Don't look. Don't look. You can't look. Family-friendly channel. Oh, that's kind of loud. Okay, hopefully that's not too loud, and hopefully my voice is still able to be heard. I like this intro. Chemical X. This is how games are actually made. Indie World. Let's never say that again. Also, it's like gonna be slightly cropped on my computer screen. I was gonna say, is this Dreams for a second, but it's not Dreams. It sort of looks like it, though. But this is okay. I'm on board with this. Our world needs more 3D platformers. Wall running, dash attacks, silhouette monsters. Nothing better than silhouette monsters. There we go. Blue Fire. I don't recognize either of those studios.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Indie World, a sneak peek at some exciting indie games coming to the Nintendo Switch system. I'm John Vignacchi.
And I'm Sam Robertson.
And that was the world premiere of Blue Fire from Graffiti Games and Argentina-based Roby Studios.
Argentina?
Embark on a journey through a long-forgotten land, filled with deadly adversaries and collectibles aplenty, and face 3D platforming challenges in a strange place called the Void.
A dark world awaits when Blue Fire launches first on Nintendo Switch as a timed console exclusive this summer.
Ciao a tutti, sono Fabio Caponer, director di Napstein, un
Italy.
piccolo team
Baldo.
di solo 2 persone. E sono davvero felice di potervi parlare.
Okay, so who's gonna make the joke that this guy is bald and the game is called Baldo?
RPG e
I'm sure that's what the Twitter feed will be full of right now.
Abbiamo sognato di fare qualcosa che unisse le due cose. Volevamo un gioco che fosse un viaggio in un mondo magico, ricco di personaggi fantastici, di dungeon complessi da affrontare, enigmi da risolvere, un viaggio che noi stessi avremmo voluto affrontare. Quindi speriamo davvero che Baldo vi possa appassionare e toccare il cuore come ha fatto con noi.
I really dig this art style.
Huh?
It reminds me of some of my favorite classic anime films.
Yeah, totally.
They
And
can't
on
say
top
the
of
name
that,
though. They
it's
can't
got
say
a
the
rich
they can't
cast
say
of
the studio's
characters,
name though.
Incredible destinations and an epic
But yeah, wow, it
storyline
looks like
full of
just as good as
intrigues.
Nito Kanai does.
Exploring this action-adventure RPG's open world, solving its puzzles, and getting through all those dungeons is going to take some serious time, folks. So be sure to set some aside when Baldo releases first on
10
Nintendo
30-hour
Switch as a
game,
timed
Pog Champ.
console exclusive this summer.
I'm gonna be saying PogChamp a lot.
This is Shelmerston, a small but remarkable island in the North Atlantic with a long, strange history.
Birds. Bird game.
Oh, I'm Maurice Lupton. I've lived here all my life. I've been curating the stories of this unique place for years, and here it is, my museum. But lately,
Animal Crossing.
it seems like I can do new things. And, well, it's not a big deal, but I should mention at this point, I am dead.
Nani? Ghost game.
So, this may be my inner goth talking, but I'm dying to explore the afterlife.
And I'm dying to try out those ghostly powers, Sam. X-ray vision, sign me up.
Yo,
Although,
I'm dead.
From what I hear, Shelmerston may not be long for this world.
But unraveling the tiny island's ancient mysteries is going to be what saves it. You know, UK-based
Mysteries.
developer Hollow Ponds and Richard Hogg, these guys know their way around charming puzzles. And I can't wait to solve them when I Am Dead launches first on Nintendo Switch.
That's
as
cool.
a
That's a
timed
studio that makes
exclusive
a lot
later
of
this
stuff. I
year.
feel like that's kind of their signature art style, maybe. That's the studio
Hi,
that
everyone.
put out
My
Wadam
name is
and
Heather Beliveau, and I'm the director of production
Donut
at TikTok
County,
Games.
Donut Country, whatever
Hi
that game
there,
was.
I'm Melissa. I'm one of the producers and the marketing lead. We're here
Dog
today
game.
to introduce you to our newest title, Bark. Bark is a 2D
Have I seen this before?
side-scrolling co-op
Was this at
picture
PAX,
where
or
you
was
play
that
as
a
one of
different
four
dog game?
ferocious animal
That was a
astronauts
different
trying
dog
to
game.
liberate the Earth from crazy robots.
This is a family-focused game that builds a cooperative spirit while still
Family
encouraging
friendly?
competition. We hope you enjoy playing this title as much as we enjoyed making it.
In this whimsical side-scrolling shooter
Oh.
from California's TikTok Games, team up with your critter companions to
Hello.
defeat enemies, collect coins, upgrade ships, and take out the bad guys.
Each animal has a distinct playstyle, and you can combine abilities.
I feel
to
like
mix
I
up the
really
fun.
like games
With
like
easy
this, but I
couch
have
co-op,
only like
this
ever played
adorable party
Galaga
game is
and
a
maybe Kid
Meowpolis
Icarus if that
fit
counts.
for family gaming.
And then just like the
Bark
parts of
blasts
Kirby
off
games that are
first as a
side-scrolling
timed
shooters
console
like that.
exclusive on Nintendo Switch.
Also,
in late
TikTok
2020.
games. How relevant.
Hey everyone, I'm Chris Wilson, creator of Cyanide and Happiness.
Cyanide and
Joining us
Happiness.
today is a hideous mutant freak.
Hi, Chris. Thanks for having me.
Now, freak, everybody's
This
wondering.
series
what
has like
happened to your
taken off
face?
significantly.
Glad you asked.
'Cause I've,
I, like many of my loved ones, was minding
like, I
my own
used to read
business
these in,
when
like,
the
high school a lot.
apocalypse happened,
And now they have, like, a
destroying
billion
nearly
web shows and
everything
stuff.
leaving us all horribly mutated.
Well now, that's a heck of a way to start the day.
I'll tell you what, nothing wakes you up like discovering you can now breathe through your tear ducts. Ugh.
Gosh, well now that you
What
were
movies
so
am
hard
I
to
looking
look
forward
at, where
to?
can the audience
The
see
new
what you've been up
SpongeBob
to?
movie,
Or you can
for
find
sure,
me in
and
the brand new
Pixar's Soul.
adventure game, Freakpocalypse.
Adventure
where you
game.
can explore, solve puzzles, and try to survive in what's left of our terrible
Listen, if this
world.
game
And
existed
be
when
sure
I was
to
in
keep
high
an
school,
eye
I'd be
out for
losing my
me.
mind right now.
I'm the one that's not dead.
That's great, I'll definitely check it out. Now don't go anywhere, we'll be right back after the break.
No, you won't.
Chris? Chris?
While we're waiting
Yo.
for Chris, you guys get
Go on.
ready for a world full of weirdness when Cyanide and Happiness Freakpocalypse launches first as a timed console exclusive on Nintendo Switch.
I like that
this
art
summer.
style a lot because it's so simple.
Hola a
Like
todos,
that's something
somos
that
Chibi, un estudio español
it's
situado
inspired
en
me to
Valencia.
basically just draw with that
Presentamos
exact art
nuestro
style
nuevo
for a
videojuego.
while because it was
Summer
just
in
stick
Mara es
figures.
una aventura tropical que cuenta la historia de Koa, una niña que deja su hogar para descubrir los secretos del océano. Hemos creado una aventura
Ocean
sobre
game?
crecimiento y sobre cuidar la naturaleza.
En Chibig hacemos juegos de granjas en lugares insólitos. En Summer in Mara tendrás tu propia isla que cuidar y además un barco con el que explorar el océano. Con más de 30 islas que descubrir y una veintena de personajes a los que ayudar, tendrás mucho que hacer. Relájate,
Do you
disfruta
think the
y
people in
nos
the
vemos en
background
Mara.
are actually talking to each
It
other, or
might
are they
be
just
tempting
acting?
to just kick back and catch some rays
Ooh,
when you
pretty
hit
game.
the beach in Summer in Mara. But the ocean calls you to fulfill your destiny, and mysteries await.
Yeah, like, what's up with that gigantic rock thing right there on your island?
Make friends, farm, explore,
I've
and
seen,
craft. As Koa's
like that
adventure
sprite
unfolds
work
in a
before. Isn't
vibrant
this
world
another
with
artist
weather
that's done
events and
another
a
game
day-night cycle.
recently or something?
And contrary to its name, you're not going to have to wait until summer to play this game.
Because Summer in Mara's first
Oh,
port of call
I was
is
thought they were gonna say
Nintendo
today.
Switch, as a timed console exclusive this spring.
Which means players on Nintendo Switch will be the first to get these timed exclusive, free, in-game clothes and backpack.
Whack.
Hi, my name is Baltasar Roger from Nimble Giant, a
Another
game development
Argentinian
studio in Buenos Aires, Argentina. Quantum League is a first-person shooter with a unique time loop mechanic that allows you to team up with your future and past selves in 1 versus 1.
There's too many
and
games
2
these
versus 2
days.
online battles.
Who has time for
In this
all
game,
these games?
causality isn't fixed.
That's not a
and you
meme
can
anymore, but
change the
that picture
outcome
of the
a
guy
round
holding a bunch of
each time
stuff,
if
you know,
you
he's
want.
like, hey, why can't I hold all
It's
these
like
games?
your favorite time travel movie mixed with a highly competitive FPS. We sincerely hope you enjoy
FPS?
Quantum League.
Frames per second?
This online FPS is a
Online.
bit of a brain bender. But once you wrap your head around the nifty time paradox mechanic, the possibilities are positively mind-boggling.
So check this out. In each consecutive round of a match, you're joined by
That's
clones.
mean to say, probably.
These are echoes of your past self, and they mimic your previous movements through the arena.
Plan your actions each round strategically, and you and your clones can feint opponents into some very dangerous situations.
Quantum League Time Warps onto Nintendo Switch in late 2020.
Okay, I don't think that did a really good job of explaining what that is because I don't quite understand, but probably cool. He has a monkey. So basically, I'm monkey.
本日はこの場を借りて、現在開発中の The Good Life が Nintendo Switch でも発売されることを
I still never got
正式に発表させていただきます。
I think it was Ubisoft's. Was it Ubisoft's game or was it just a game? The one that's like about evolution and you play as like a tribe of monkeys and you evolve over time. I need to get that. Why am I still waiting on that game? Like nobody cares about that game anymore.
犬や猫に変身してしまうんです。他にはない不思議で奇妙なゲームをお
A
届け
unique
します
bizarre game unlike any other.
2020 年
I'm on
発
board.
売期待してお待ちください。
Hope you're ready to use your feline skills and canine prowess to pay off that debt and solve a murder along the way.
Murder?
These are no small tasks. But luckily, each of your forms has special skills that'll help along the way. And there's no way I can resist a game in which the main form of transportation is riding sheep.
Enjoy the bizarre charm of Rainy Woods when The Good Life launches on Nintendo Switch this year.
Trying to avoid saying it, but that kind of looks like a Wii shovelware game. But it's probably good.
Games in the UK. We'd like to show you a little of
The Good Life is my favorite Weezer song.
I'm the designer on The Last Campfire. It's a game about Ember, who's become lost and is searching for a way home. The game means a great deal to me and the team, and we were trying to make something about compassion, empathy, and finding hope.
We really hope you like it.
The Last Campfire. Yo, Dark Souls be like.
Hello Games,
right?
known for the vast galactic exploration of No Man's Sky,
Wait,
delivers
Hello
an
Games.
altogether more intimate adventure with this
the No Man's Sky people.
Experience a truly moving tale about rekindling hope.
And other stuff.
When The
probably.
Last Campfire launches for Nintendo Switch this summer. If you're a fan of games with immersive techno beats and sleek stylistic visuals, multimedia artist Bayon and Kyoto-based Q Games have got you covered.
In Pixel Junk Eden 2, stages generate in real time based on your actions as you guide an inquisitive little creature called a Grimp on a journey to save its fellow Grimps and restore their gardens.
Art game.
Each choice you make, from which Grimp you control to how you enhance and maneuver them, gives rise to a distinct sensory experience.
Enjoy this wonderland alone or with a friend via local multiplayer when Pixel Junk Eden 2 launches on Nintendo Switch this summer.
Reminds me of like a Flash game.
Every good strategy game has its share of risks and rewards.
Card
so
game.
Enter the world of Faria at your own risk.
Because the reward is that Belgian developer Abercam's card game truly comes to life.
And really puts your strategic skills to the test as you craft not only your decks, but also the terrain of the
I feel like I would really
itself.
like card
There
games,
are lots of ways
but
to
there's like
unlock
so
cards in
many
this
of
game.
them, I don't really
Progress
know
with a
which one to
sizable
care
solo
to start
campaign,
playing
for
because it's
example,
something you
or
need to
play
learn.
draft mode or even PvP battles.
Like with how much
Plus,
I like
there are online
Binding of
co-op
Isaac
missions
and
some
even
puzzles on
just
the
like the
side,
Binding
too.
of Isaac
The
physical
Nintendo
card
Switch
game.
version of Faria
I
comes
think I'd
with
really
4 free
just like
cosmetic
Fire Emblem and
packs
stuff. Like
available
I
to
think I'd get
download
into
for
something
free
like this,
for a
but
limited time when the game launches later this
I
spring.
need one that's like
And
immersive
after
and
that,
has
they'll
unlocks
be
and stuff.
available as in-game purchases.
It's grim. It's
Also,
dark.
in-game purchases.
It's tough to
Boo.
master.
None
But
save
hey,
my money.
That's
Okay.
all part of the fun.
Indeed. Slaying
Isn't
gods
Slay
is
the
no
Spire
simple
good, though?
task, but hey,
Or no?
the bragging rights, legendary.
In this brutal boss rush
2D
battler,
Dark Souls.
timing and precision are paramount.
And you guys are going to want to pay attention to your loadout here too, because combat customization and unlockable talents and abilities, they're all key to your survival.
Be among the first to take up the challenge when Eldest Souls launches as
Eldest
a timed
Souls. Hey,
console
come on now.
exclusive
They're not
on
even trying to
Nintendo
hide it.
Switch this summer.
All right, everybody, so we're almost out of time today, but before we
Really?
go, we'd like
I
to
mean, I
share
guess that
a
was a
quick
lot.
peek at a few more indie games that are being worked on by some amazing developers around the world.
Yeah, I think it's still working.
Well, everybody, it was a pleasure.
And it still is, because we have one more thing to share.
One more thing.
Fire it up.
Oh no. Cuphead 2.
The past has been erased. A paradox created. Yet
Dungeon
the
2?
dungeon remains.
2D dungeon. Is this like a spelunky sort of dungeon, maybe more? Oh. Exit the dungeon. Oh, it's a fun.
Whether you dared to enter the dungeon or not,
really
be
fun.
prepared to exit.
This game picks up
That's
right where the
very
last
cool.
one left off, and developer Dodgeroll has somehow managed to make the Arsenal Pact extravaganza we know as the Gungeon even more intense, packing it with hundreds of weapons and items.
I never
shifting
even
rooms,
played
and plenty of
Enter the
battle-hardened
Gungeon, but I
gun
just know that it seemed very
Exit
cool
the
and I would
Gungeon
like it,
launches
but I
on
just never
Nintendo
played it.
Switch as a time console exclusive
later today.
Today? What?
Well, everyone, it was a pleasure. Really.
And
That's
it's
pretty
over.
amazing.
For real this
Because
time.
that I don't
But
like
on
that
behalf
wasn't
of
even like
Nintendo, we
announced
just
ever.
wanted to
I don't
commit
think
to
like
say
that
thank
just
you
they
to
just
our
dropped
indie
that.
world
That's
community
amazing.
and all the developers out there that are just as passionate
where's
about
Mario?
video games as all you fans that play them on Nintendo Switch.
And thanks to all of you for tuning in. For more of the latest news from the Indie World community, be sure to follow Nintendo of America's just launched official Indie World Twitter account at Indie World.
Follow us on Twitter.
Until next time, happy
Where's my
gaming.
phone? We'll
See
follow
ya.
them right now. Where's Persona? Well, it was a independent game oriented thing, so you know they're not gonna put up stuff like that. But definitely, hopefully, when we get a direct that's like a normal full feature game direct, they'll talk about Persona. Hopefully. But that was fast. How long was that? That was 20. That was 20 minutes. That's not. It felt fast, but I guess it was a normal length for these sorts of things. And now what do we do? More followers. Ha ha ha. Yeah. So that was cool. Enter the Gungeon sequel dropping like that is really cool, but you know I can't really say I remember much else of what we just watched. But it was cool. It's always cool to see more games, and it's just interesting that you know like I got into indie games when they not when they started, but like when they really rose up, like when Super Meat Boy came out and like Fez and all that stuff. Like I was so into those games, so it's crazy now to see that there's just like a million of them being made every day, and so many of them like are 3D stuff. Like I'm still so used to thinking indie game is going to be like a Flash game or like something that's only pixel art. And while they still do a lot of pixel art stuff, it's always like it's like significantly better pixel art than I would expect. And also they like that game that they showed that looked exactly like a Studio Ghibli thing with Nino Kanai's art style. Like that's amazing that could be made and be considered an indie game, because I would have never thought that before. But yeah, that was cool. Let's see how much Exit the Gungeon costs, and then we'll buy it. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, that'd be a fun. I should probably end up just streaming the first one at some point. I don't know if that's something people care to watch. But thank you for tuning in for that. I'm gonna take a break for a little while now, but tonight I'll be streaming again, and I'll continue my somewhat marathon of trying to play every Kirby game. So tonight I'll be playing Kirby Dream Land 2, which is like a Kirby game that I've only ever played one other time. But that should be fun and easy and enjoyable. Is the eShop not even down? That's a little, I mean, I guess that's not that surprising. But yeah, at probably like 6 or 7 o'clock Eastern time, I'll be back streaming Kirby. And then hopefully I'll end up streaming like a lot more because, you know, we're all kind of stuck at home at the moment. I was thinking probably, it's not loading. I was thinking probably I would end up streaming A Hat in Time as well because I love that game and I think that'd be a fun thing to stream and be quick and easy. So I'll likely be playing I'll be playing Kirby throughout the week, different Kirby games, Hat in Time, probably Smash again at some point because it's been like forever since I've done that. And then I'll throw in some other fun random things, you know, usually mostly things that I could just play for a little while in one day. Watch The Hat in Time. I mean, yeah, we can put that on. It's gonna be really loud. Let's turn the volume down. That's a good outro. There we go. I use this song in a lot of my videos. But anyways, yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm glad that the stream worked after not streaming for quite a while here. But yeah, I'll be back on later tonight playing Kirby.